So you want to learn about ribbons and panels? Let's jump right into it. The ribbon is pretty easy to spot in your AutoCAD system, and it's directly below your application menu and quick access tool. If you don't see the ribbon looking exactly how it looks on my screen, don't worry, you can actually toggle between different ribbon looks by just clicking this button right here. You keep clicking it until you get to the one that looks like this. You can switch it to whatever preference you want, but I find this to be easier and used a lot throughout most standards for companies. This icon also has like a little drop down, and so you can select which one you also want to go to instead of just cycling through all of them, which I just click the button until I get back to the one I require. As you can see in the ribbon area, there's a bunch of tabs such as Home, Insert, Annotate, so on and so forth. Most of your AutoCAD needs and desires are going to be taken care of in one of these tabs. A lot of the standards and a lot of like the drawing that you do in AutoCAD is going to be in your Home tab, such as line, polyline, circles, and arcs. And this will let us segue into panels. So inside of these ribbons and tabs, you have panels, which are the smaller version of a ribbon. This is where you'll have like draw, modification, annotation, layers, blocks. And each of these, like if I go to the insert, you have different ones. So you have blocks again, block definition, annotate, text, dimensions. Each of these actually has even more stuff you can go to by just hitting the down arrow. It gives you even more options that you can use to draw with. Each of these icons you have in the panel, you can click on, which will start the command. So now I'm in the line, I can now draw lines in my AutoCAD. Same thing with polylines. And same thing with circles. Now, a lot of this that you will do in your panel, you can actually just do the command as well. So if I type in line, it will also bring up the line like if I was to click it. This is where if you're ever looking for something, panels are really good to find a specific thing. And if you highlight over it, it will tell you kind of what it is and how to use it. So with each of these individual panels, the additional commands down here that if you click this, you can have display by just clicking this little pin icon. And so now it will always show these additional, even if you're not hovering over or clicking this. So if I leave it, it goes away, but this one stays. To get rid of that, all you have to do is re-click the same area that the pin was, and it goes back up. Most of the time, you aren't going to use this, but it is a preference, if you want to see these commands. As you'll probably learn, or have already learned, there is a ton of customization you can do with AutoCAD. One of these being ripping out these panels from the ribbons and putting them into your drawing space. So for example, we're going to take this draw panel and we're going to click and drag it into our drawing. So now we have this in our draw area. A lot of times you won't do this because you'll learn the hotkeys for each of these commands, but it's up to you what you want to customize in your own AutoCAD. To access the additional commands in this panel, you would just hit this little side arrow. You can also change the direction of this arrow, whether it's facing to the right or to the bottom, by clicking this little right angle symbol in the corner of your panel. Now, if you want to get this back up into your ribbon, let's say you don't want it in your drawing space anymore, all you have to do is click and drag back. Or even a little bit better, if you can't remember where it goes, because you can pull this from any other ribbon as well. So let's say I want the block out here. If I want it to go back to exactly where it was originally, all you have to do is hover over your panel again, and then return panels to ribbon button, which is in the top right corner. All you gotta do is click that, and as you'll see, if I go back to the home tab, it's right where it was originally. And same over here, return this back to the ribbon that it was starting from. Well, that sums up about everything you need to know about a ribbon and panel for right now. If you enjoyed watching this video, please consider subscribing and liking it, so that way I know that you want more things like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I actually kind of find it funny that people say, like, see you next time, because I don't really see any of the people that watch this video, unless, like, I guess I'm watching somebody watch the video, then I see them, but I don't see them, like, next time doing it. So it should honestly be, like, hear me next time, or maybe, like, see my video next time. I don't know, I just kind of find it strange that, like, people say, like, see you next time. Like, I'm not gonna see any of y'all unless, like, I'm at, like, a fair or something, or, like, I don't know, we're doing some get together, which would be kind of strange. I don't know why anyone would want to get together with, like, AutoCAD. I mean, maybe to bounce off ideas for AutoCAD, but, like, most people are already educated enough by watching all my videos. So, like, why would, I mean, maybe if you have, like, personal questions, but, you know, we'll probably do, like, a live stream instead of doing that. Like, I don't know why I would see any of y'all doing that. Anyways, I guess thanks for watching my video. I'll see you. Oh, shit. I will I will hear me next time. I don't know. I don't really know I'll think about it. Bye.